Alright, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today, I got myself the Shadows for Innistrad, Shadows over Innistrad, the gift box. I always thought they were holiday gift box and only came out around the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and any other major holiday. Sorry if I missed yours. But I guess since now in commercial America, every day is pretty much becoming a holiday. Let's just say that this came out for Scraped Knee Day, which is today, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and open it just so I can see it better without the reflections. And then you can see me. So let's just get out this plastic. And they really want them sealed. And looks like I punched the camera in the face. Sorry, camera. There we go, there we go. Cool, the camera's still recording. Unlike the time it dropped during the Fat Pack. That was no fun. Alright, so right off the bat, you will notice it is a huge box. And it says on the front, let's just angle this up a wee bit. It says Magic the Gathering. Has the Shadows over Innistrad same art that's been on the Fat Packs and such, like Jace, I believe, holding some sort of little ball and some like spirit angel or something in the background. It says the gift box. I'm not sure if the other one said holiday gift box, but this just says the gift box and says contains 5 Shadows over Innistrad's booster packs. Very cool. The sides are blank. It does say ages. Ages 13 up, like on all Magic products. On the top, it says the gift box contains 5 Shadows of Innistrad booster packs again, Magic the Gathering, and on the back is where all the business is. What do you get? What do you get the Planeswalker who has everything? So I guess they're using this as a market tactic. They're calling it you, the player, the Planeswalker. The haunted plate of Innistrad holds many secrets, and now you can put those secrets into the hands of your favorite Planeswalker. The Magic the Gathering gift box contains 5 booster packs from the Shadows over Innistrad expansions, 20 basic land cards, a premium card featuring an illustration unique to this gift box. The box itself can hold an arcane arsenal of over 800 cards. Very cool. And then they just give you a display of everything. Looks like this is the cover for it. The little 20 basic card land packs, the 5 booster packs, the plastic dividers, stickers, and the promo card. And it tells you what the contents are. A storage box that holds more than 800 cards. 6 illustrated plastic dividers, stickers for customizing the dividers, 5 Shadows over Innistrad booster packs, an alternate art Ravenous Bloodseeker from the Shadows over Innistrad. Oh, so like the promo card, they already tell you what it is. I wish it was a surprise. And 20 card Shadows over Innistrad basic land packs. Product shot is for illustration purpose only. The gift box does not include 800 cards. Bummer. If only it came full of cards just like that. But anyways, let's pull off the sleeve and get deeper into it. Usually one of the huge flaws for these that I've heard, because I've personally never bought one of these, is the box quality. And one of my fellow YouTuber friends from Naughty Gandalf Gaming, or Gandalf's Gaming, I believe I'm saying that correctly, said he feels the construction is quite nicer, which is good, because I remember that I've seen videos where it always splits here and in the corners if you just put pressure on it, and I think it's a weird design. I feel it should be more like a Fat Pack design where there's just a whole cover that comes from the cover length is the whole thing and fits over the whole thing, so there's no like specific pressure points in the corner or anything. And yeah, but I mean, it does look more interesting, I guess. Kind of gives it a little more depth and detail to have this little interesting shape and be like, wow, that's an interesting shape. Yeah, but very cool. And on the back, just got a little swirl of blue. Very cool. Nice colored art box. And let's check out the quality of it. Actually feels quite nice, the quality. Pretty thick. I don't know if it's as thick as the Fat Packs cardboard, but still nonetheless, and it does feel like the corners are pretty secure, I'm not gonna lie. Very nice, just like a matte papered finish on the inside, but it's not like you're really gonna be looking at the inside. And will it fit on anyway? Nope, it only fits on one way, so it's a little bit taller than it is wide. Let's just go ahead and scooch this down for it. And the thing about these gift boxes is when you open them and then you remove the cardboard, it looks just a little sad, just because there's so much room and so little content. But that's what you get. So I'll move this to the side, the pack of all the goodies, which I'll open in a minute. Comes with just this cardboard spacer. Pretty nice. I'll probably end up saving it and using it for shipping singles, which will be cool. And the cardboard itself is pretty good quality. Very nice. Very nice here. I remember on some of them I've seen that there was like been quite a gap there where like a card could probably get in there. I'm sure a card could probably get in there still and maybe touch glue, and that's not the greatest. But yeah, still very cool. Not that bad of a quality. Go ahead and put the top on it. Kind of push it a little bit. Yeah, I definitely do think they improved the quality, but like I've said, I've never purchased one before, and I know my little brother has, and I told him to be wary, and I'm not like stack it or anything. But yeah, it feels pretty solid, and that's really great because the box, I think, is one of the big buy points of this product. A nice storage case that you can put a lot of Magic cards, and I believe this is like the biggest storage case that Magic the Gathering released for like storage in general. Like the fat packs is the second biggest, I think, and then this, which is very cool. So I'll go ahead and open that up and kind of stand it in the backdrop, I guess. And then let's get on to the goodies. It says it contains, this isn't normal cellophane, actually. Uno momento, I need to grab a knife. Knife, where are you? Okay. This is like a very thick plastic, probably just need to slit it a little bit, and then it will probably just rip into the longest string of plastic ever. Oh, but you can see I got pretty long on that one. I don't know, I always have fun with that. Just silly stuff. Cut it again, and then just rip it. It said it contained 5 Shadows of Innistrad booster packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is correct. I'll place those over there. I'll angle the camera a little bit down. Came with the generic rule card that comes in most fat packs. I mean, most Magic the Gathering sets, like boxes and stuff, just tells you the setup, how to play, parts of the turn, combat phase, main phase, ending phase, and just general things. I wish that it had all of the cards' abilities, or even just the new set's abilities on it. Very cool. It does come with stickers that you can put on these, which I think is great. I'll open these up in a second, but these stickers are cool. These are, I assume, blank ones. You can write your own little things, and very cool. You can put these stickers on your dividers, or if you want, you can then stick them on your friends. And it looks like, do they have every set symbol? Every set symbol back to, what is that, Moradin? Oh, I wish I went back even further. Wish I had some Odyssey stickers or some Onslaught. That would be awesome. But there is quite a few. Very cool. They look like good quality, and yeah, very cool. Very, very, very cool. And then this one, oh, interestingly, introduced a Pauper sticker, so maybe they'll start having Pauper tournaments, which is a great idea. Pauper, core sets, tokens, conspiracies, promotional cards. They want you to keep the promotional cards. Premium foil, not just foil, premium foil. And all the land symbols, and I'm not sure, just the symbol. This one looks like it's a little off-center or something. Multicolored boosters, unsorted special, standard, modern, legacy, vintage, commander, cube. Very cool. They honestly put quite a lot of stickers in here. Legendary creatures, artifacts, enchantments, instant sorcery spells, planeswalkers, land, non-basic lands, basic lands. What's the difference between lands and basic lands? Only they know. Only they know. And then they have one for all the colors, except where is the colorless land? Interesting. White, blue, black, red, green. Colorless should be next, since they introduced that. Common, uncommon, rare, mythic, rare, and creatures. So I guess they don't have spots for wastes or stickers for wastes yet. But still very cool. Give you a bunch of stickers if you want to customize it, or if you want, you can just stick them on whatever you want and look cool. Put them on your deck box. So you know it's a red deck box. Yeah, awesome. Not bad. Some stickers. I'm gonna go ahead and just poke this open. And these have always been awesome. I think they're just great quality. Very thick plastic, which is great because like I always like dividers, and I might even just use these for like dividers in my deck, I believe, if they fit. They fit in there quite tightly. They are a little bit wider than the packs. Very cool. So I believe that they will fit all types of cards, sleeves cards and unsleeved cards and everything, and nonetheless. One sec, I'm actually gonna grab something. Got that, got that, and then that. Alright, just a real quick demonstration. Here are some top loaders, and sadly it won't fit top loaders in here. I mean, it will if you put them in sideways, like that or something, but it won't fit top loaders in if I can't even get them out. It won't fit top loaders in this way. It's a little bit too tight. KMC Perfect Fit Land Deck. Boom, fits in there perfectly fine. Lovely, lots of room, so you can fit in your perfect fits in there. And then I just want to try just one of my decks. Double sleeve KMC Perfect Fits, and perfect in hypermats, and it fits in there perfectly fine. So it will fit sleeve cards, all of your sleeve cards. There's still quite a bit of room, so it will fit Dragon Shield, Ultra Pro, and everything like that. So it's very nice that it'll actually fit sleeve cards. Very cool, props to them. So I just wanted to do that really quick. And then back to the dividers. These dividers are quite nice, fit in there very snugly, so if you fill it to the brim, or if you want, you can even use it in your own storage boxes. And the art on them is lovely. Got a very interesting, I guess this is a plane with this very interesting like stone protrusion. Almost looks man-made or something, but I don't know. Very cool. I like that. Gives it some good weight to the picture. Cloudy skies. Interesting. It looks like they all have this sort of sharp rocks in the picture. It's very interesting. Again, this looks like an island with this weird, interesting, like growing sharp protrusion rock, like almost just like a sprouting out of the ground. This one is possibly a swamp. I'm just guessing because it looks marshy. Does it say? No, it just says 2016 Wizards. And yeah, and this one looks like it has some sort of fog or something coming out. Very interesting. Like how they incorporated these strange, bizarre like protrusions into it. This one is I do not know. Is this a mountains? It could be a mountains. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if they have one for every color, but this is interesting. You can see a pathway run all along it. Very beautiful sunset, and even a small protrusion of one of these like interesting things there. Very cool. And this one is a forest, quite nice. Got the lovely up front there, and then right in the middle to catch your eye at the end is another one of those protrusions. Very cool, and these are just awesome. And this one, the only one with an actual person in it. Looks like she's holding up a glowing sword. Got some very nice red vines in the protrusions of those artifact stone things and some birds. But these are just awesome. I'm so glad they're not just like cardboard. They have quite a good flex to them. Like I'm bending them a lot. Interesting sound, and yeah, they're not gonna break. So I love these. You can probably use these inside your deck boxes too. Just for example, I guess. I don't know. Wasn't planning on this, but satin tower, throw it in there, let's see if it closes up, and bada bing bada boom. fits in the Satin Tower lovely, and as you can tell, I just have a cardboard one in there, so I will replace it with one of these. Very awesome. Alright, so it comes with some very cool dividers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. And then it comes with this promo card, Ravenous Bloodseeker. I wish it was a random promo card. And usually the promo card I thought came in its own packaging. Because usually I like to not open it because it makes it feel special or something. Well, this is it. It's a foil Ravenous Bloodseeker. I'll angle this down a bit. Shiny, shiny, shiny. And I guess it's alternate art. I don't remember what the first Ravenous Bloodseeker is. I'm guessing it might be the one where he's like climbing on a wall or something. Very cool. Vampire Berserker, 1 in a red. Discard a card. Ravenous Bloodseeker gets +2, -2 until end of turn. So you can really only do that once each turn. If you do it twice, his toughness will go down to 0 and he will be no more. Interesting. So it gives you a cool promo card. Does it say promo? It says gift box. Gift box promo. Interesting. So if you're one to like to collect all the art, gotta get the gift box again. And then it just gives you, I think it's at 20 basic lands. Very cool. And then on to the meat of the product, the 5 booster packs. And I purchased this for $30, which I thought was a little bit too much. I've seen them online for 20, and I feel like it should have been priced at 20, but I don't know. I guess the hype of Shadowver Innistrad, they were able to start marketing them at 30, and it was a little more than I wanted to spend, but I still want to review this. So anyways, let's get to some pack cracking and see what we get. Hopefully we get some cool, hopefully we get some werewolf, and some lovely art cards. The first pack, I got a Puncturing Light, 1 in a white. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power 3 or less. Very beautiful angel. Looks like she's shooting a lightning bolt. Gonna puncture you in the heart and just stop you beating. Does looks like she has maybe a little blood on her cape because she is an angel that battles. Very cool, and I love it. I got the Silent Observer. Let me angle this down just a wee bit more. Silent Observer, a 3 in a blue creature spirit with flying. It's just a 1/5. Just making sure you're sleeping well at night. Coming by to check on you when you're sleeping. Yep. What a nice spirit. What a nice little spirit. I got an Inspiring Captain. He will inspire the men with a great speech and get them ready for battle. 3 and a white. Human Knight. It is a 3/3 creature. When Inspiring Captain enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. So he's such a great speaker. All your creatures will get +1/+1 until end of turn. And then, that's very cool. And you can tell he's the captain because he's the one on the horse and everyone else doesn't have a horse. Very cool. The next card I got is, I really like this card. Senseless Rage. Punching through the old windows. And back in the day, I'm sure those glass windows were probably thicker than the glass windows nowadays. Very angry looking zombie vampire. He's probably going to have to get stitches. Or back then, his arm cut off. Senseless Rage, 1 in a red. Enchantment Aura. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has a madness cost of 1 in a red. If you discard this card into exile, when you do, cast it for its madness cost or put it into your hand. And the way madness works is, if you have a card that makes you discard, or an opponent has a card that makes you discard, you can discard this card, except discard into exile, then pay the cost of this and actually get to play this card anyway. So it's very cool in case it gets discarded. And lovely art. I like the old windows with like the iron bars and stuff. Very cool. I got a Loam Dryad. I always confuse this one with the root. I always don't see it. Very hidden. Looks shy of a creature. Well, it is a Loam Dryad. 1 green. Creature Dryad Horror. It's a 1/2 and it has tap. Tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Doop doop. I got a tome and a thing. Vessel of Malignity. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but who knows. Interesting. Looks like it's got symbols on it. Got swirling mist around it. I don't know if I'd open it, but I'm a curious person, so maybe I would, or maybe I'd ask my younger brother to. One in a black, enchantment. One in a black, sacrifice Vessel of Malignity. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand. Activate this ability only anytime you cast a sorcery. So it's a discard card for your opponent, except they discard into exile. But it could also make them trigger some of their madness cost. Very cool though. I got a Voldarian Duelist. I still can't figure out the art on this picture. Is he controlling the magnets on the cloth? Or is he getting covered by it? Is he getting captured? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Maybe that little face down there knows. 3 in a red, Vampire Warrior. 3/2 creature with haste. Voldarian Duelist enters the battlefield. Target creature can't block this turn. So it makes you want to attack right away. Very cool. I got a Watcher in the Web. Like this art, and I like the blocking feature on it. 4 in a green. It's a 2/5 creature with reach. Can block creatures with flying. And Watcher in the Web can block an additional 7 creatures each combat. 1 for each leg. Very cool. Very cool. The first uncommon I got is Tooth Collector. I like this card. I like the art. Very strange man. You know he is if he's going around collecting teeth. It is a 2 and a black, human or rogue. When Tooth Collector enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn, and has a Delirium, where if there's 4 at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if there are 4 or more creature types cards in your graveyard, that player target creature that player controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. It's a 3/2. So I guess if you play him, he'll rip out one of their teeth and put it in his collection and give him -1/-1. Yep, if he was my dentist, I would walk out right away. Looks like I got one of the lands, Forsaken Sanctuary. It looks beautiful. It looks like maybe the roof caved in. And yeah, it just looks abandoned. Land, Forsaken Sanctuary, enters the battlefield tapped. Adds plains or white or black to your mana pool. Very cool. I don't want to mix up the cards. I got a Pale Rider of Trostad. An interesting creature on there. Riding the horse. The horse just maybe doesn't even realize it. Who knows? I still can't tell what that is. But yeah, 1 in a black, creature spirit. It's a Skirk. It has Skulk. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. When Pale Rider of Trostad enters the battlefield, discard a card. So this could trigger a madness cost, or it could make you just throw away a card. Boo-hoo. And it's a 3/3. Very cool. And the rare I got is Forgotten Creation. Looks like some stitched up monster with some metallic leg, like in Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest, run. 3 and a blue, creature zombie horror. It has Skulk. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard all cards in your hand. If you do, draw that many cards. Interesting. So you could really, if you have a lot of Madness cards, you could really play a lot of Madness cards and get a whole new hand. Very cool. It's a 3/3. And oops. Hopefully these boxes won't tip over. And I got a Duskwatch Recruiter. Looks like he has some sort of pole with a big old masher on it. Interesting hair, and he looks angry. Lovely sunset too. 1 in a green, Human Warrior Werewolf. 2 and a green, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Reveal a creature card from among it, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. 2/2. My leg is falling asleep, so let me readjust. And it says at the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Duskwatch Recruiter. And it turns into this card, which is very awesome, and I love this. Kralin Horde Howler. A very big werewolf, lovely moon in the background. And creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Very awesome advantage. And the generic cost to transform back to the front, and it's a green creature werewolf that's 3/3, is at the beginning of each upkeep, if the player casts 2 or more spells last turn, transform Kralin Howler. So this card is quite a good werewolf card, and I love it. Put this in the flip pile, and it looks like I also got a foil. Excuse me. Foil Silent Observer. Very cool. If I shine it right there, it looks like the lantern's actually lit up. 3 in a blue. Creature spirit flying, 1/5. Just come by to check make sure you're sleeping good. I got a flip card, and I got a Vampire Knight token with lifelink. Very cool. Go ahead and put these in the token piles and the foil pile. So, yeah, that was the first pack. I got 4 more to go. Go ahead and crack it open. Again, this is the first time I've ever bought one of the gift boxes. And, yeah, they're not too bad. The quality definitely does feel a lot better, and I'm happy about that. I got pressed for answers. The poor little sad man's in jail. Looks like he's being interrogated by this lady who doesn't want to take no for an answer. 1 in a blue. Sorcery. Tap target creature. Doesn't untap during its next controller's untap step. And investigate. Put a colorless clue artifact token on the battlefield with 2. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw a card. So, put a creature on hold and make them... and then you also get a draw card. I got Inquisitor's Ox. Really like this card. Just a big old ox pulling like a train of guillotines in the background. Nothing good's gonna come from that. 3 in the right. Creature Ox is a 2/5 and has Delirium. Inquisitor Ox gets +1/+0 and has Vigilance. Love Vigilance as long as there are 4 or more creature card types among your graveyard. Cool, cool, cool. I got a Just the Wind. Candle blown out in the middle of the night in Innistrad. Watch your back. 1 in a blue. Instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand and has a madness cost of 1 blue. So if you end up discarding it for some reason, you can pay 1 and return the creature to its owner's hand. Cool, cool. I got the Nightmare Horse. I always confuse this with the actual Nightmare card. Stallion of Ashmouth, 3 in black. Beautiful art. Love the purple and flames and stuff coming out of his eyes and mouth. And it's a 3/3 creature with Delirium. 1 in a black. Stallion of Ashmouth gets +1/+1 until end of the turn. Can't talk. Activate this ability if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. The next card I got is Intrepid Provisioner, 3 and a green. Looks like he's carrying some horses with supplies. Well, the one in the back, and this one is just carrying him. Beautiful art, lovely trees. Human Scout with Trample. It's a 3/3. When Intrepid Provisioner enters the battlefield, another target human gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So it looks like he's bringing this horse for another human on the battlefield to give them some strength. Very cool. Like this picture a lot. Shards of broken glass. Broken and has a very nice face. Almost looks scary or something. I wonder what the actual portrait of stained glass was, but that's what it is now. 1 cost. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, and its equip cost is 1. So if you want to play a graveyard heavy deck, you might want to think about adding this in. Beautiful card. Very cool. Fork in the road. Love the way to this. Love the path. Today I feel like taking the left path. 1 in a green. Sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal them. Put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Shuffle your library. So you get to pick 2 land cards, but then put 1 in your graveyard. Aww. Got this one again. Vessel of Malignity. 1 in a black. 1 in a black. Sacrifice Vessel of Malignity. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. Interesting. Very cool art. I got a Sanguinary Mage. Very cool. She looks quite angry. Got some magic powers going on. 1 and a red. Some blood dripping down her chin possibly. Vampire Wizard. It's a 1/3 creature in prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So if you put her out and then you play 3 lightning bolts, she'd become a 4/6. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Very cool. Just until the end of turn. The first uncommon I got with this strange monolith looking background, very cool, is Weirding Wood, I believe. And I like this picture, how all the trees are a little bit slanted. Makes you wonder what happened, or maybe it's on a hill and just the perspective is off. 2 and a green. Enchantment Ore. Enchanted Land. When Wandering Wood enters the battlefield, investigate. Put a colorless clue token with 2. Sacrifice this artifact. Draw a card. Enchanted Land has tap. Add 2 mana of any 1 color to your mana pool. Interesting, interesting. Very cool, very cool. The next uncommon I got is a Manic Scribe. Looks like he's just writing his notes, or she is, over and over and over. You can tell that You can tell that the wall is just pinned full of all of the notes. And will she ever stop writing? Probably not. 1 in a blue, human wizard. When Manic Scribe enters the battlefield, each opponent puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into her graveyard. Boom. Opponents put 3 cards in her graveyard. And it has Delirium at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, that player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into her graveyard. And it's 0-3. So, if you have Delirium, this can just make them throwing away cards. Very cool, very cool. I got another one of their lands. I got the Foul Orchard. Looks like that poor guy's rotting in the cage, and there's not even any cage buddies for him to talk to. But it looked like by the look of his legs, he's already bones. And it is a land. Foul Orchard enters the battlefield tapped, adds black and green to mana pool. Very cool. There we go. And the rare I got is Timeless Tracker. Looks like he's watching his back and his front at the same time with 2 swords. Very cool. And I like the purple in the background. 2 and a green creature, human scout. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, investigate. Very cool. Whenever you play a land, you get to put a colorless clue artifact token with 2 sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. Whenever you sacrifice a clue token, put a 1/1 counter on Tireless Tracker. Oh wow, that's actually pretty cool. Since every time you put out a land, you can put a clue token, then you can sacrifice it and just make him stronger and stronger and stronger. I actually like that card. Very cool. And then the flip I got is Hair of Falconwrath. She looks quite pale, never sees sunlight. She must be a vampire. 1 in a black, creature vampire. Discard a card. Discard Heir of Frankenwrath. Activate this ability only once you turn, and it's a 2/1. So you can activate a Madness card if you discard a Madness card. Very cool. And on the flip, you get Heir of the Night. Looks like she gained some wings and she's flying around and she's showing off some teeth. Black creature vampire berserker flying. It's a 3/2. Very cool. This goes in the flippy flip. And I got a land. It's very interesting when you see lands in here because usually you get the placeholder tokens, but I got a land and a wolf token. Very cool. We'll throw this in my werewolf deck 100%. The next pack I got is, we'll see. Rip. Nagging Thoughts. No one likes that. That looks like quite a nagging thought. It almost looks like a plume is coming out of his head, and it's just not pleasant looking. 1 in a blue, sorcery. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. And this also has a madness. So if you discard it, you can pay it for the same cost and play it still. Very cool, very cool. Another one of these vessels with the spirits. Definitely open. That one would be more scary to open because you don't know if they're good or evil spirits. Vessel of Ephemery. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Maybe not, but that's alright. 1 in a white, enchantment. 2 in a white, sacrifice Vessel of Ephemery. Put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. So put this out as an enchantment. You gotta know what creature's out. You can do that. At least get 2 1/1 flyers out for blocking or attacking or whatever you feel like doing. Very cool, very cool. Ooh, look at this guy. A zombie horror. Lamplighter of Sheloth. Looks like he just goes around town lighting lamps with his torch, which is quite nice. It also looks like he might be powered by a lamp in his chest. I actually really like this art. Very cool. 4 in a blue, zombie horror. Whenever Lamplighter of Sheloth enters the battlefield, if you control another zombie, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So you have the choice to either draw a card, and if you draw a card, then you discard. So you could possibly set up a madness, and yeah, very cool. It's a 3/5 creature with beautiful art. Looks like I got a land, Warped Landscape. Yeah, I feel like some of the dividers have just kind of this art, like bada bing, bada boom. Is that? It's like right there. Almost. Very cool. Possibly. Same artist? Yep, same artist. Very cool. Warped Landscape. Land. Tap. Add colors to your mana pool. 2 sacrifice Warped Landscape. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it on the battlefield. Tap. Then shuffle your library. Very cool art. And those strange monolith figures popping out of the ground. Yay. Another Sanitary Skeleton. Gotta say, these ones are pretty good in my skeleton deck. Sanitary Skeletons. Throw in a Straitjacket. Looking quite unhappy, got no flesh on his face, and one eye possibly. Leave him alone. 1 black for a 1/2 creature, and this is the money. 2 and a black, return Sentient Skeleton from your graveyard to your hand. So you can just keep like killing them, and bring them back if you pay 3 to your hand. Awesome, awesome. I got another Shard of Broken Glass. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, and its equip cost is 1. Beautiful art and lovely. This art I also like quite a bit. Very cool, nice shading, maybe a fire in the background or lanterns. This looks almost like an alien-like creature, waiting for its mouth to open and the other mouth to come out, and you start munching on them. Looks like they're right now in the middle of a battle of life and death. This card is called Throttle, 4 and a black. Instant target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Boom, -4/-4. Take that, creature. Got another Sanguinary Mage, 1 and a red. Vampire Wizard with prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and it's a 1/3. Bada bing, bada boom. Looks like the first uncommon is Incorrigible Youth. This card, I always thought they were zombies, but apparently they're vampires, because it just looks like they're swarming around him and eating him, but I guess they're really just draining him. Bite marks, bite marks, bite marks. The poor man, and she looks quite blue in the face. 3 and 2 red, creature vampire with haste. It's a 4/3 creature, and it has a madness of 2 and a red. So its madness cost is quite cheaper, so if by some reason you end up discarding this, you can get this out for 3. Very, very cool. To the uncommons, I got an Open the Armory. Got this guy with a huge looking thingamajig with like a bear trap on it. I don't even want to know how that's used. This guy just looks like he's the guy in town that you go to when you say you have a werewolf problem. 1 and a white, sorcery. Search your library for an aura or enchantment or equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Very cool. The next card I got is a Murderous Axe. Really like this art. Very cool. Got a little skull there. Something like that. And it looks like they treasure the Murderous Axe as it has a red bow on it. And they even keep the gloves. Does the glove fit? Who knows. For generic artifact equipment, equipped creature gets +2/+2. And to equip it, you discard a card. So you could trigger madness cost, or you just might have to discard a card. Very cool. And the rare I got is Port Town. Interesting. It just looks like a town that has a bunch of spirits. I'm not sure if that's a spirit face down there. Very cool. Like the reds up there. Maybe some folks still live there, but at night they never venture out. It is just a land. As Port Town enters the battlefield, you may reveal a Plains or Islands card from your hand. If you don't, Port Town enters the battlefield tapped, and it adds white or blue to your mana pool. Very cool. And the flip card that I got is Convicted Killer. It looks like he's in his jail cell begging, saying, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. I was a werewolf, it wasn't myself. 2 and a red, creature human werewolf. 2/2 creature and has the generic cost. If no spells were cast last turn, transform him. And he turns into Branded Howler. Ooh, looks like he broke out of jail and he's going on a rampage. It is a red creature werewolf, and it's a 4/4 and has the generic transform cost. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, transform Branded Howler. And it looks like I also got a foil. Very cool foil. Like this art. Looks like they're charging. Tenacity. 3 and a white. Instant creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain life until end of turn. Untap those creatures. So if someone's about to attack you and all your creatures are tapped, throw this out. Give them +1/+1 in lifelink. You gain life even if your creatures die, and maybe you'll do some damage to them. Very cool. And this goes into the foil pile. Got a clue token and a placeholder for the double faces. And to the next pack, I have one more after this. Got a werewolf on the front. What will we get? What will we get? Only time will tell. I got another one of these with the spirits in the vessel. Vessel Emfury. 1 in a white enchantment, 2 in a white, sacrifice Vessel of Emfury. Put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Bada bing, bada boom. Looks like I got another one of these. A Lamplighter of Sheloff, 4 and a blue, creature zombie horror. 1 Lamplighter of Sheloff enters the battlefield. If you control another zombie, draw a card. If you do, discard a card. And it's a 3/5. but I gotta say I love the art. Very beautiful. And I'm not sure if those are little hands holding up the candles, but yeah, very, very cool art. I got a magmatic chasm. Looks like the runaway carriage took a wrong turn and fell into a volcano. Must have been the GPS. 1 and a red. Sorcery. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. I'm not sure what that has to do with the art has to do with not being able to block. It looks like more of a kill card, but still beautiful art and cool card. I got a Ghoul Caller's Accomplice. Looks like he's just being a grave robber or something. Not sure what that is. Is that a lantern with the light off or a bell? Also got a blade and he's ready. And his shovel looks like it's ready for action too. 1 in a black. Creature, human, rogue. 2/2 creature. 3 in a black. Exile Ghoul Caller's Accomplice from your graveyard. So he has to be in your graveyard. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature token on the battlefield to activate this ability only time you cast a sorcery. So when he's in your graveyard, he's pretty much digging around your graveyard looking for stuff, and if you want, you can sacrifice him, and I guess he'll dig up a 2/2 zombie for you. Very cool and very cool art. He looks like he's ready to run at any moment. I gotta Confront the Unknown. Sparks are flying as this guy's fighting this weird spike head with the octopus mouth. Interesting, but it looks like they have similar armor on, so who knows. It is 1 green, instant, and investigate. Then target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each clue token you control. So if you're playing a deck with a lot of clue tokens, he could get a lot of +1s if there's a bunch of clue tokens out on the field. Very cool, very cool. This one again, lovely art on this one. I just love the shading, even the reflection of it, just beautiful. Throttle, 4 in a black. Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Boom, and it's an instant. I got another Vessel. This one looks interesting. Looks like it's inside some sort of glass enclosure, and there's just like fire swirling or red swirling. Vessel of Volatility. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. 1 and a red enchantment. 1 and a red, sacrifice Vessel Volatility. Add 4 red to your mana pool. Very cool. So if you play this on the first turn, you could pay 2 and 2, and then get 4 red mana back as if nothing happened. Or the way you're supposed to play it is put it out for 2, pay 2 next turn, and get 2 extra mana. Very cool. Got some wolves. Thornhide wolves. Ooh, they got some porcupine in them. Don't want to pet them. Ooh, grrr. And this guy in the background just looks curious. 4 and a green, creature wolf, and it's just a 4/5 creature wolf. Very cool art. Looks like the first uncommon I got is a Stentia Masquerade. Looks like a masquerade party that the vampires took off their masks and they just started feasting on the party. Now that would not be a fun one to go to. 2 and a red. Enchantment. Attacking creatures you control have first strike. Gotta love first strike. Whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. So it also has like the Singar vampire's ability for all vampires. That is very cool. And I'm thinking about making a vampire deck. This one has a perfect place in it, and it has a madness cost of 2 and a red, which is the same cost, but still awesome card. Very cool, and also lovely light. Just look how surprised everyone looks when they reveal their vampires. The next card I got is a Griff's Boon, a beautiful looking swan horse creature. Maybe coming to save this guy. Looks like he's on his last limb, resting his sword to his side, not even in his hand. 1 white, enchantment aura. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has flying. 3 in white, return Griff's Boon from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to target creature. Activate this ability only anytime you cast a sorcery. So, if your creature dies and this gets sent to your graveyard, if you remember, pay 4, take it out of your graveyard, and slap it on your creature. Very cool. Always like cards like that. Uncommon. The next card I got is Magnifying Glass. 3 generic cost. I think that's an eye in there, and I would take tweezers and maybe remove it, because that just don't look right. But I gotta say, that's a fancy looking Magnifying Glass. Artifact. Tap. Add colors to your mana pool. 4 tap and investigate. Put a colorless clue artifact token on the battlefield with sacrifice, draw a card. So if you pay 4 and tap, you can keep adding clues to your battlefield. Very cool. And the rare I got is Death Cap Cultivator. He looks interesting. Looks like there's almost fungus, among us growing on him, but he probably doesn't mind. 1 and a green creature, human druid, 2 and a 1. Tap, add black or green to your mana pool and Delirium. Death Cap Cultivator has Death Touch as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Bada bing, bada boom. This one goes in the rares. And the flip card I got is a Town Gossip Monger. 1 creature. Looks like they're spreading gossip. And it has a 1/1. It's just a 1/1. It has tap. Tap and untap creature you control. Transform Town Gossip Monger. And then it becomes Incident Rabblers. Looks like they got angry at some of the gossip, and it became a red creature human. It's 2/3. Instant Rabbler attacks each combat turn if able, and if you pay 2 generic, Instant Rabbler gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Very cool. Put this in the flip. It looks like I got myself another foil. Very interesting card. It looks like the Spirit, and I'm not sure what those are if he's making them fly around, but it's a Bygone Bishop. Oh, and it's actually a rare. Interesting. 2 and a white Spirit Clerk, flying. Whenever you cast a creature spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, investigate. It's a 2/3. So if you're going to be playing with a bunch of small cards, people cards in your deck, you get to investigate a lot. And yeah, very cool. And this goes into the Z foil pile. And then I got a Spirit to go with him and another placeholder. And on to the last pack. Up and open and away we go. I got a Jace's Scrutiny. Looks like he's controlling her or calming her rage, or maybe increasing her rage. Who knows? But it definitely looks like the glowing eyes and the glowing forehead have a connection. 1 in a blue. Target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn, and investigate. Very cool. I got Dauntless Cathard. Human Soldier. Don't turn around because there might be a Spirit Ghost in the background. But looks like she's ready for action, but I don't know if swords hurt spirits. It's a 2 and a white. Human Soldier. It has a 1 and a white. Exile Dauntless Cathard from your graveyard. Put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. It's a 3/2. So when this creature dies, if you pay 2, you can bring it back in spirit form as a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying. Very cool. I got Ghostly Wings. Looks like she's got some strange chain wings helping her fly. Very cool. 1 in a blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 as flying. Discard a card. Return enchanted creature to its owner's hand. So it also has, if you want to save the creature, you discard a card, maybe your Madness card, and return it to your hand. Very cool. Next card I got is the Wicker Scarecrow. Hiding in the basement, waiting for children to go down to scare the snot out of them. 3 generic artifact Scarecrow, and it's just a 3/1 creature. Another Nightmare Horse, Stallion of Ashmouth, 3 in a black. Delirium, 1 in a black. Stallion of Ashmouth gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate this ability only if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. It's a 3/3. Very cool, very cool. I got a Murderous Compulsion. This guy's got a crazy look in the eyes and looks like he stabbed this guy, and it doesn't even look like he was ready. It's not even cool. Not even cool at all. You can definitely tell the red on this side is adding to his evilness. 1 in a black. Destroy target tapped creature and has a madness cost of the same. So if it's discarded, pay a 1 in a black. Still destroy target tapped creature. If there is a tapped creature. I got a Fiery Temper. Ooh, that would not be a good way to go. Looks like dragons coming down, just burning them. Hopefully they're zombies, so they're already dead. 1 and 2 red. Instant Fiery Temper deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and it has a madness cost of 1. So if it gets discarded, boom, you got yourself a lightning bolt. Awesome, awesome. I got a Root Out. 2 and a green. Destroy target artifact or enchantment and investigate. This always reminds me of the Wormtooth from the card Wormtooth. Whenever you play like a green spell, gain life or something. It looks like he's found it and he wants to destroy it. The next card I got is a Farbog Revenant. Very interesting. Is he a spirit or something? Just in like a graveyard that's desecrated. Tombs are tipping over. Forces overgrowing it. Well forgotten. 2 and a black. Creature spirit. Yep, it is a spirit. This creature can't be blocked with... it has sculpt. This creature can't be blocked with creatures with greater power. And it has lifelink. Damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. So... his lifelink is, if he does 1 damage, you would gain 1 life. Very cool, very cool. Looks like I got Brigade Patrol. Looks like they found me, and I'm laying on the ground. They got a hound on me and a sword up to my face, and they're saying, "What are you doing here?" 3 in the green, Human Warrior. Whenever Brigade Patrol deals damage to 1 or more creature, investigate. And at the beginning of each end step, if you sacrifice 3 or more clues this turn, you may put a creature card from your hand onto your battlefield. Interesting, interesting. So if you have a bunch of clue tokens, you can just pretty much put a creature out. And it's a 3/3 creature. Very cool, very cool. The next card I got is Ulrich's Kindred. Got some green-eyed wolf. It looks like it's that guy's buddy. Yeah, very cool. I might still try to pet it. He looks kind of cute. 2 and a red creature wolf with trample, and then they want you to use this in a green deck as well, because 3 in green. Target attacking wolf or werewolf gains indestructibility until end of turn. Wow, wow, wow. That's pretty good actually. 3 and 2. That's a possible card for my werewolf deck. If only it had werewolf instead of just wolf. But anyway, very cool card. The next card I got is Tenacity. I actually got the foil of this. 3 and a white. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain lifelink until end of turn, and untap those creatures. And the rare I got is actually a mythic. Interesting, interesting. My leg is falling way asleep. Behold the Beyond. It looks like a crazy storm. Love the light effects off it. And this guy's standing on the mountain. What is he doing? Offering himself up? Possibly, I don't know. I wouldn't be there. 5 and 2 black. Discard your hand, search your library for 3 cards, put those cards in your hand, and shuffle your library. For 3 cards, wow, that could be quite an advantage indeed. And I'll throw this into thy mythic pile. And the flip I got is Skin Invasion, a 1 red. It looks like he's noticing something's wrong with his eyes. Maybe he should itch his back end. Try to get rid of that big old bug. Ugh. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature attacks each turn if able. Looks like he's controlling his mind. And whenever enchanted creature dies, return Skin Invasion to the battlefield under your control. And Skin Invasion becomes Skin Shredder. So it looks like the bug gorged enough on his blood to become his own insect horror. Red insect horror with 3/4. And I also got a clue token and a placeholder. So very interesting. I've never opened one of these box sets before. Alright, sorry for the quick jump cut, but I just wanted to do an overall review at the end, a better one than I did in my previous shot, and just wanted to go over the quality and what I thought about it. First of all, the price was $29.99. I believe it should be selling for $20. I think that it was just marked up at the store because they noticed a trend that Shadow over Innistrad was selling quite frequently, and then they just tried to mark it up. But at $30, I feel like it's a bit expensive, and for what it gives you, but it is a nice storage case. The build quality is better. As you can tell, this is taller. I believe on the older versions this is shorter, so there's actually just pressure on pressure from the corners, and that was the only thing. So when you stack them, the corners would actually want to overlap each other and then cause it to split. So that was a very nice improvement. I can push really hard on the box and it doesn't want to split at all. It is pretty good construction, nice quality. Little bit of bend in this, very good. I also want to just stick a card in this section, see if it gets stuck in glue, and it does get stuck in glue, so it could happen, but there's no real residue, and this card already has a bend on it. But just keep in mind, if you like stuff it to the max, a card could get stuck there or something. And yeah, same Same with this side. But yeah. But you really kind of have to really shove it in there. I doubt that just taking it and jostling it is going to get it stuck in the glue, but actually taking it and giving it a little shake might make it actually fall in there a little. So maybe just put some lands on the sides, just some cards you don't care about. Obviously there won't be a problem with glue touching on the inner one because it's its own section that there's no glue around. Also, the art on the box is pretty decent. The construction is pretty nice, can't complain. It's a very nice storage box. I think the biggest one that Wizards offers for their storage. I believe this is a great product for a newer player. A veteran player or a more experienced player would probably just rather buy the 5 boosters than spend the extra money to get let me grab them all, the stickers and the dividers and the promo. But I will go again over at the stickers, which I think are really cool. I actually really like the stickers. These ones are blank where you can write whatever you want, and these stickers, they suggest you use them on your divider, but really you could stick them on your deck box, anything, stick them on top loaders, who knows, it could be fun. Or even stick them on your friends. These are just blank, so you can write whatever you want. You can write my zombie deck, my rat deck, and just slap them on whatever you want. This has all the mana colors. I wish it had wastes, but what can you do? Or just a colorless symbol, but I'm sure they will make up for that in time. And they do come off quite easily. And I'm not sure the stickiness of them. I have not tried it yet, but I assume that they will stand nicely. And this just says white, blue, black, red, green, common, uncommon, rare, mythic rare, and creatures with the big claw mark. This one says legendary creatures. It's got the same creature claw mark. It says artifacts, enchantments, instant sorceries. Interesting thing for sorceries, spells, another interesting. Planeswalkers, lands, non-basic lands, and basic lands. What's the difference between those? Nobody knows. This one says multicolored boosters, unsorted, special, standard, modern, legacy, vintage, commander, and cube. And I guess this is the Planeswalker symbol, and this is just a bunch of mana symbols, I guess, if you want to put them on dividers to let you know what is what and what is where. I like how they have the Pauper set. I think that's very cool. The core sets, tokens, conspiracies, promotional cards, and premium foils. A bunch of plains, bunch of islands, bunch of swamps, bunch of forest, about to say, where's the green ones? And then a bunch of forest, a bunch of mountains, and then they also have some of those cards that have the dual colors, which I think they should bring back because I really like that. And I do wish that they went back all the way to the beginning of set symbols. That would be very cool, but yeah, probably cost them another sheet to print on, and they might not want to spend it. But for $30, I definitely think that they should print a sheet with all of the set symbols. So these are pretty nice, and yeah, I always like this. My favorite part of this whole box is honestly these dividers. They are just so great. They're so flexible, so durable. I don't think you'll have a problem with them. They're not cardboard. They're very thick plastic, very nice feeling, very beautiful art. Just blank white on the side. It'd be nice if there was art on both sides, but it's alright. And yeah, they're great. And as I showed you earlier, real quick, they do fit inside of a satin tower. Close it up. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll try to into this deck box. Put one in just like the generic deck box. It does shut, but there is a little bit of bubble, so it's not shutting perfectly. As you can tell, it's a little bit taller. And then close that one, and I'll try it in this this gold one. See what happens. I believe it will fit better in there. If you look, it looks like it'll fit perfect, and yeah, it will fit perfectly fine in the mana flip box. Also, I just want to do recap on what fits in here and what doesn't. It will fit all types of sleeve cards except the Ultra Pro top loaders. They're a little bit too wide for every section. I mean, I guess you could squeeze them in the middle and you can tell it's bowing out a little bit, but you don't really want that. They do fit in sideways if you would like, maybe just a whole section of a bunch of sideways top loaders. That would work, and they are the pretty good length, but they won't fit in this way. I'll just throw in double sleeve deck just to show you. that it will fit sleeves, and you can see that there's a little bit of room there too, so you can pretty much fit all your sleeve cards in here. There won't be any problem. I don't think there's any sleeves that are extremely wide, so you should be fine. The Ultra Pro will be fine. And then also I just want to see what happens if like a deck box will fit in here. The Satin Tower won't. Ooh, it's a little scary. It might fit in the middle if I push it down. As you can tell, it's bowing out, but I really don't want to. I don't want to risk ripping it. The Mana Flip Box, let's see if it will. The Mana Flip Box will actually fit in there, but it is actually making it bow out a little bit. But it will fit in there if you need be. It's not so bad. I'm scared to push it in the corner. You can tell it's a little bit of pressure. There is a little bit of pressure this way. It won't fit at all. And if you stand it up, it actually fits better if you put it in like that and then close it over it so it's not bowing, but then you won't be able to put cards in snugly this way. Well, you could, but it might just be annoying. And then just the standard deck box, will it fit in? It fits, yeah, it fits in quite nice. I don't know if it's bowing anyway. I believe you can fit quite a few of those in there if you just want to put in like a standard Ultra Pro deck box. Yeah, very nice. So overall, I think this is great for new players. A gift if you want to give to one of your friends who's new to Magic, a nice little storage box for all of his goodies and stuff. This will be perfect for them. For an older player who's been playing for a while, they might just rather take the boosters, but in all, it's a very nice gesture. Very nice storage box. They definitely improved it. As you can see, I'm squeezing, like, honestly, really hard. That was almost as hard as I could squeeze. I'm surprised that it didn't split, because if it was going to, it would have then. And I didn't really warp any of the cardboard. So yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty good box, much better quality. I like it, and I hope this review helped you guys and helps you guys decide. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.